Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today I would like to present to you pancakes, breakfast item. Not the regular pancakes that we are used to having. Those pancakes will be a little different, and I will put some apples with cinnamon in. I had those with blueberries and sweet cheese. That was a special treat when I was a little girl going to my auntie house. She used to make those for us. If your children enjoy pancakes, well, maybe you can introduce them to a different kind of them. They were delicious to me, they were delicious to my brother and so many other children. So I hope you will enjoy those. Polish style pancakes with apples and cinnamon. Welcome to my kitchen and thank you for watching. And the ingredients I need today: 2 cups of all-purpose flour, which would be about 320 grams, 1 3/4 cup of plain yogurt, which should be about 400 grams, 4 eggs, 2/3 cup of sugar, which should be about 80 grams, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, cinnamon, and 3 small apples. I've also made those with blueberries and they were delicious. To my flour, I want to add a pinch of salt and then put it all in a mixing bowl. I'm going to start mixing the dry ingredients first. So the sugar and flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, baking powder, and I want to mix those dry ingredients. And now the yogurt, eggs, and maple syrup, so about 2. I love the flavor that the maple syrup adds to it. Okay, mix it all up. And once mixed, I will show you the consistency of it. Okay, and here you can see it's kind of like a waffle mixture. Now I will need to get my apples ready and put it in as well. And I have sliced those apples in smaller cubes, and I want to put it in a bowl to mix with some cinnamon and maybe a teaspoon of brown sugar. Who doesn't like brown sugar and cinnamon? Just so it's easier and it gets distributed evenly. But before I do that, I wanted to show you how big the cubes are for me. And put it in. So again, I had 3 smaller apples, which was about 400 grams. If you want less apples, you can put 2 instead of 3. But those apples will give you a nice moisture once those are ready. Okay, now that I have it all mixed up, I can get my pan and start cooking them. And I like to use a pan that doesn't require so much oil. And I want my pan to be preheated before I put any pancakes in. As you probably noticed, there is not that much sugar in. Some recipes here call for more sugar. Usually the Polish recipes have less sugar. But on the end, you will put some powdered sugar on top. If you want to use maple syrup, pancake syrup, whipped cream, then you can add to it and it's gonna be much sweeter. Those pancakes my children take for school. They will eat them cold. They like them so much. Just like you eat a sandwich. So once in a while, I pack them pancakes with those apples inside the next day and they enjoy them. Yeah, I think my pan is about ready. Once pan is preheated, I will put heat on medium. I don't want it to be too high. I want it to still grow while on the pan. Okay, I can hear the sizzling, so that means my pan is heated. It should take about 3 minutes on one side and then 2 minutes on the other side. And once I move my pan, I see they don't stick anymore, so they're ready to be turned to the other side. Okay, it has been a couple minutes. They should be ready. And they are beautiful. And you do the same thing with the rest of it. Once I'm done, I'll let you know how many of those pancakes you will have from this recipe. So if you don't need that many, you can divide the recipe in half and make just half of it. While I'm doing this, the oil goes everywhere, but I'm also picking up any leftover dough that's on the pan because it's gonna get burnt. Once you try this recipe, try the blueberries or maybe banana. I have not tried it with banana yet, but I intend to. And I broke a piece for you. You can see those slices of apples or cubes. And why do I want those cubes to be smaller? Because those are raw apples, and if the pancake is on one side for 3 minutes and the other one for 2, then those apples would be pretty hard if they were big cubes. Smaller cubes will get softer faster. So that's one of the reasons. Okay, and second batch here. You can see the bubbles starting to form. You have to remember that when your pan is on a heat for longer, it will start getting hotter and hotter, so pay attention to it. It might not be 3 minutes no more, it might be 2.5. Okay, they don't stick no more, so if the color is right, time for the other side. My last 2 pancakes. Out of this recipe, I have 18 of them. And I'm using 1/3 a cup to pour the butter on my pan. So pancakes are ready, 18 of them. If you like smaller amount, you can cut the recipe in half. I'm going to get some for myself. I like to put some raspberries with and some whipped cream. Smacznego, everyone. Enjoy. Almost like a dessert. No wonder kids love it.
I would like to let you know why I am a big fan of using scale instead of the cups. I do put measurements in cups, so it's easier. As you know, I'm from Europe, so everything for me is in grams. And here in United States, any recipes you have is usually in cups. But I want you to pay attention to one thing, so take it as a tip. I learned by mistakes because I've done it before. So I have put together a flour, the same flour, all-purpose flour, into the same measuring cups. Exactly 2 cups in here and exactly 2 cups in here. But I want to measure it using the scale and show you if there is a difference and how much of a difference it can be. So here is the first 2 cups of flour, as you can see, 2 cups. And here is exactly 2 cups. All around, no cheating. And I will turn on, and there's nothing here. My scale, so it's set to 0. Maybe I should show you. So it's set to 0. If you can see. Okay, and I will put the first 2 cups in. And it says it is 248 grams. So now I will take this into a different cup, and it's empty. Put it back. It comes back to 0. And now the other 2 cups. all of it. And this one is 314. So now you can see that 2 cups are not created equal, right? They do not measure on a scale the same. So why is that? Well, it's all about handling the flour. If we are gentle with it, the flour is fluffy, it's light, and then 2 cups, nice fluffy flour. If you handle the flour, shake it, kind of bang it, on the surface somewhere, it loses its volume because it becomes dense. So you keep adding to have exactly 2 cups, right? Well, but it's much more heavier. It's much more flour that you need. So if you ever had a cake and you tried to follow the measurements and directions and the cake wasn't quite the way you hoped, it wasn't as fluffy, it wasn't as delicate, it wasn't as soft, well, maybe because there was too much flour. So it's just a tip, and I hope you will find it helpful to kind of pay attention to how we handle flours. I know how it is when you bake something and you put your heart into it, time into it, and then it doesn't come out the way you hope for. And it's frustrating. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.